So hello everyone, so I'm going to discuss about the integrating curriculum. Integrating curriculum is defined, or the definition is a curriculum that does away borders drawn around MESS. MESS stands for Math, English, Social Studies, and Science. And these subjects are relies on unifying concept and holistic learning to connect diverse area of study. And learning this way makes critical connection for students and cuts across subject matter to emphasize key concept. And they aim to accomplish a greater level of critical thinking and understanding in students because the topics, when taught together, are mutually re-emphasizes. An integrated curriculum implies learning that is synthesized across traditional subject areas, learning experiences that are designed to be mutually reinforcing. This approach develops the child's ability to transfer their learning to other settings. Now let's go with the integrating curriculum through pretend and construction play. Now play is children's primary means for exploring and learning, and for developing new skills, and for connecting with others. And some of their research, and they found that children learn vocabulary better when introduced in a playful context compared to a passive context. Now let's go to characteristic of play. First is fun and pleasurable. Second, the suspension of reality. Third, active involvement. Fourth, the spontaneous. Fifth, the voluntary. And lastly, the internal coherence rather than the externally imposed rule. Kung may characteristic, meron ding elements of pretend play. Ang una dito ay make-believe or the suspend reality. Second, the object substitution. The third is the object invention. Fourth is the rules. And lastly, transformation of time, place, and setting. Construction play is the transformation of an experience or object into a concrete representation of this experience or object. Usually, children use materials to make a product to support learning. Now let's go to number 2, the thematic planning. Thematic planning involves integrating curriculum areas around topics of themes. Thematic planning seeks to view teaching and learning in an interactive, holistic way that reflects the real world. The teachers decide on what the theme for the term will be, and then we discuss this with the children during whole class planning session. And we look at the skills we need to complete for the term, and then with the children we decide on what activities they would like to do in order to achieve the skills. They find that using this thematic approach improves the quality of teaching and learning in many ways. It is to increase the children's interest, to help the children to make connection with their work, to keep children engaged, to compact the curriculum, and lastly, to draw on connection from the real world and life experiences. Interactive. During the process of developing thematic units, students comes up with the innovative strategies, ideas, and resources, which makes them more committed to the learning process. Since it is driven from their individual interests, learning is made more consequential by thematic planning, as learners choose the topics and then the method of studying. Now, thematic planning is an interactive process that improves the interpersonal skills between students and teachers, since teachers become more of collaborators than authority figures. Next is the relevance. Relevance, integrating the diverse subject in the curriculum into themes, brings out the interrelationship of the different school program, making learning more relevant. Now, thematic planning is aimed at helping students in contextualizing what they learn and applying it in a real life situation. It is also provides an avenue for integration of content area in realistic manner that help children in applying the knowledge they acquired significantly in their daily life. Interests. Thematic units are powerful tools for building and maintaining interest during learning. They are diverse since the teacher can expand the content and ideas after receiving inputs from the students. And as opposed to teaching from a file that carries the same content from one year to the next, varied responses given each class after every year makes the curriculum more rich and diverse. This diversity of curriculum also allows the utilization of different methods of teaching and learning styles in class. Curriculum web is what is known about a topic that a teacher could want student to know. The topic is divided into categories. Sa pinaka-middle ng curriculum web, nandito yung the topic and concept. And may mga sanga-sanga dito. Ito yung mga preschool concept, the preschool skills, yung needs, characteristic, the ing words, books, songs, where, the benefit or the skills, parts, and the classification. Integrating curriculum through the project approach. Now, teacher can use the project approach to meet most of the ELINEU's early learning and development benchmark. The projects are like good stories. They have 3 parts, a beginning, the middle, and end. Phase 1 is all about getting started and includes an exploration around possible topics. The teacher provides provocation to the children, and this messing around with a possible topic activities enables the teacher to gauge the children's level of interest and potential of the topic to be worthy of investigating. Teacher will also complete an anticipatory project webbing where the teacher assess the topic potential for developing child growth and learning around particular concept and skills and also the understanding. Now let's go to phase 2. Phase 2, particularly, children will spend a great deal of time in dramatic plan, creating representation and attending field site visit of engaging with expert visitor to gain more knowledge about the topic. And as children play and communication about their ideas, they begin to form answers to their question and new ones are likely to come about. Lastly, phase 3. Phase 3 includes the planning and enacting of the culminating project event where children decide how and to whom they will present their learning.